Hello all, my name is Michael. I'm a certified rolfer, structural integrator, and also certified in yoga. And I am going to share with you a moderate yoga sequence for strengthening the core and back. So please modify your practice to suit how you are feeling, how the body is feeling, and honoring the body, however it is, however you're experiencing it today. So all you'll need is your yoga mat and preferably something soft. I have this green, soft, cushiony mat under my yoga mat. If you have your yoga mat on your carpet or rug, that's great, because we're going to start in table pose. In table pose, we want our wrists right under the shoulders. I'm going to spread the shoulder blades wide away from the spine. Knees are under the hips. Feet are directly behind the knees. Nice long spine, so nice long neck. You're looking straight down and preparing for cat-cow. So on your next inhale, tilt your hips so your tailbone comes up. Your chest is going to slide between your armpits. Again, shoulders are wide apart. Exhale, tuck your tail under, rounding the whole spine. You can press your knuckles into the floor. Let your head totally go. I'm going to do a few more of these. Inhaling up, sliding the heart between the armpits. Exhaling, inhaling. You want to feel this movement initiated in the hips. The whole spine undulating like a wave. Feeling all the 5 vertebrae of the lower back letting go. 12 vertebrae behind the ribs letting go. And letting the head go on the exhaling cat pose. Do a little wiggle side to side if that feels good. And just breathing long and deep. Now, coming back to table, we're going to slide down onto our abdomen, stretching the feet out, and stretching the arms right up overhead, arms in line with the shoulders. And you can turn to face me initially, just to see what we're doing. You can wiggle the hips side to side, releasing any tension from the hips, low back. Have the big toes touching. Spread your fingertips wide. Press your feet down into the mat to engage the legs. Press your pubic bone down, navel draws in. And now I'm going to mirror you. On your next inhale, raise your right leg and left arm. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And now opposite, left leg, right arm. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And just repeating opposite limbs in contralateral motion. This is great for the lower back. With each inhale, maybe coming up a little higher and really reaching. Exhaling down, opposite side, reaching as you come up. Just do a few more. Chest comes up with the arms. So you're actually looking straight down into your mat. One more to each side. Now, coming down, slide the hands under the shoulders, pressing the body back, hips back towards the heels into child's pose. And relax your arms and just take a few deep breaths here. If you like to set an intention in child's pose, you can. Intention for yourself, for your family, for the world. Offering peace, for health. This is great for releasing the heart towards the earth. Now, we're going to slide all the way forward, coming back onto our abdomens, keeping our hands now under the shoulders. Pull your forearms close to the ribs. Have your big toes touching. I'm going to prepare for cobra here. So you want to press your feet straight down into the mat, just like we did before. Press your pubic bone down. Now press your hands into the mat, raise the chest up, look straight down at the floor as you inhale up. Pull your elbows towards the floor. Still pressing into the hands, coming up maybe a little bit higher, inhaling. As you exhale, coming back down, we're going to do a couple more. Inhaling up, exhaling down. We're going to hold the next one. As you inhale up, holding on the exhale, keep breathing. Just feeling the shape of cobra pose. I'm going to share with you a variation. We can, as you're in cobra, you're welcome to raise the hands off the mat and stretch them out. Raise the feet off the mat. Raise the fingers and toes way up high, opening the chest, but still looking down. And we're in locust pose. Let's hold for 3 or 4 deep breaths here. Coming up a little higher with each inhale. And then return the feet to the floor, hands to the floor, coming down and pushing back into table pose. Curl your toes under, can walk the hands up a little towards the top of the mat so you can come straight up into a downward dog. Now I'm not going to spend time here in downward dog, but there's many variations you can do. You can stop the video and play in downward dog. But for today, we're going to just push our hips back, straightening the elbows. Hips come all the way back, heels drop towards the mat, and then you bend the knees close to the floor, stretching the whole spine, nice long spine, for 1 deep breath here. And then walk the feet forward, shift the weight into the heels, keep the knees bent, and just hang like a rag doll. You can swing your arms like a little baby elephant trunk, letting the head be heavy, face, scalp, eyeballs. Now just make sure your feet are hip width apart because you're going to press into both feet now and slowly unwind to come up. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, heads last. Just take a deep breath here. You can exhale with a sigh. Now have your hands on your hips, face forwards towards me. And we'll just roll our ankles out and in. Just loosening the ankle joints. We have a lot of receptors in our ankles, so it's very important to keep them awake, connecting to our brain. All right, and then place the feet on the floor. Bend your knees, sit all the way back into your heels. Press into the floor, inhale, coming back up, exhale down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Now we're going to add the arms. Inhaling up, reach, do a little back bend, exhaling down like you're going down a ski chute all the way down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. 1 more, inhaling up, exhaling down. Now, as we come up, we're going to reach all the way up, sweep the arms alongside the body, intertwine your fingers in front of you, turn the palms down, reach all the way up now. Inhaling as you reach. Now, side bend to your left. Push your hips off to the right. Open the chest, gaze upward for 1 deep breath. Press into the floor as you inhale up, exhale to the right, pushing the hips to the left, opening the chest, gazing up into the sky. Deep breath. Press into the floor, inhale up, sweep the arms alongside the body, drop the hands down, lift the shoulders up, inhaling, and roll the shoulders forwards and around. Roll the shoulders back and around. And then rest the shoulders down, back, away from your ears. Drop your chin to your chest, circle the head and neck. Try to keep your body still, stationary, and just circle the head and neck. Circle the other way. Should feel really good. And coming back up now. Let's take a deep inhale. And exhaling, recalling your intention. You can have your hands in Anjali Mudra. Just taking a moment to feel standing on 2 feet. Now, we're going to stretch our feet out into a wide position, stretching the arms out. Try to get your ankles right under your wrists. Return your hands to your hips. And now turn your left foot out so toes are facing the short edge of the mat, and pull the heel in a little bit so it's parallel to the long edge of your mat. Now turn the back foot, your right foot, heel out, toes in. Now your hands are on your hips to square the hips off. So you're pulling your right hip back, left hip forward. So we're between 2 panes of glass here. Really strong legs. All 4 points of the feet are pressing down, scissoring the mat inwards like you're pulling the mat in together. Now I'm going to take the arms back out, turn the palms to face forwards. On your next inhale, reach all the way back. Inhale, exhale, reach all the way forward. It's like someone's pulling you back on the inhale, forward on the exhale. One more, inhaling. Now as you exhale, you're going to come all the way forward. You're going to windmill the arms straight up and down. Press your left hand right against your thigh above the knee. Open your chest, gaze up towards your right fingertips. Now, if you can get a little lower and stay within these 2 planes, you can, in fact, go below the knee. It's up to you. As long as you're open through the chest, reaching up, take a deep breath here in triangle pose. Good, now reach all the way up, inhaling. As you exhale, just take your hands to your hips and look down at your left knee. We're going to bend that left knee and get it to land right over your ankle. Make sure it doesn't flop forward. You want it right over the ankle, and then inhale back up, exhale down. Keep your right hip back. Exhaling down, inhaling up, and we're going to add the arms now, reaching all the way up overhead, palms touching if you can. Reach, inhale, exhale, bend the knee again. We're coming into a warrior 2. We'll repeat that a couple more times. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale up, exhaling down. You really want to feel like you're sitting deep down between your 2 feet. Back leg is strong, pressing the feet into the floor. Your pelvic floor is pulled up, tummy drawn in. Roll your shoulders away from the ear. And gaze way out into the distance here. Deep breaths. You can feel that expansive quality of the warrior, sending your intentions way out into the distance. Straighten the knee again now. Take your hands to your hips. Step your right foot forward. And you can pivot your left foot back a little bit so you can swivel your hips to face forwards now. If you want to take a little step forward, you can to get those hips square to the front of the mat now. Press the feet into the floor, bend the front knee, left knee, and you can look down at that ankle. Make sure the knee is landing over the ankle for support. Back leg stays really strong. I'm going to step my foot forward a little more just to get a little deeper. Pelvic floor is engaged, tummy drawn in. We're going to add the arms now, straightening the legs. Take your hands behind you, spread the fingers wide. Deep inhale, coming in a little back bend. As you exhale, bend the knee again. Reach all the way up towards the sky on the exhale. Inhale back again. Exhale, sitting low. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to drop down and breathe here. 3 long, deep breaths in Warrior 1. To roll the shoulders away from the ears as you reach up. Nice long neck growing. Crown of the head's growing upward with the fingertips towards the sky. 1 more deep breath. Now straightening the front knee, sweep the arms alongside the body, take the hands to the sacrum, back of the hands resting on the sacrum, again maybe in a little back bend here. Engage the pelvic floor, tuck your tummy in, and we're going to come into a forward fold. Now you can have your hands on your thighs for support, or intertwine your fingers behind you, pull the hands away from the body and upwards. Deep breaths. Now, press into the feet, and we'll come all the way back up into a back bend. Take a couple deep breaths here. Tuck your chin in a little bit so you keep your chest open, neck long. Coming back up now, hands to your hips. You can swivel the left foot in, and we'll bring our feet to about hip width apart. We rock our ankles out and in. And now we'll do the other side. Feet out wide. Take your arms out. Try to get the ankles right under the wrists. Hands back to your hips. You're going to turn the right foot out now. Turn the left foot in, heel back. Use your hands on your hips to square off the hips. It's like you're pulling the mat inward to the center, isometrically. Left hip is back, right hip forward. Good. Now, legs are really strong. This is your base. You're going to take your arms out, palms forward, reach all the way back as you inhale. Like someone's pulling you. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. One more. Reaching all the way back. Exhaling forward. Windmill the arms straight up and down. Press that hand, bottom hand, right into the leg. As you reach up towards the sky, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the legs strong. Keep the left hip back. Gazing up into the sky. You can smile here, just enjoying this triangle like a giant pyramid. Now reach all the way up, inhaling. Take your hands back to your hips as you exhale. Now bend your right knee, and I'm going to look down at it just to make sure the knee is landing over the ankle. Keep your left hip back because you're going to want to swivel here. You want to keep the hips back in one plane. And we'll add the arms. So as you come up, inhale, reach up. Exhale, coming down. Warrior two, inhaling up. You can look forward as you come down. We'll do one more. Inhaling, exhaling, sinking down deep and low. Keeping the left hip back. Engage your pelvic floor, tummy drawn in, roll the shoulders away from the ears. And look way out into the distance, like you're setting your intentions, sending your intentions way out into the future. One more deep breath. Now, straightening that knee, take the hands to the hips, step your left foot forward a little bit, can pivot on the right foot, sending it a little off behind you, just enough so you can shift your hips to face forwards. And I'm going to step my back foot forward just so I can get my hips level with the short edge of the mat. And we'll begin on this side by bending the knee and straightening. I'm going to scoop my foot forward a little bit just to get the knee over the ankle. Keep the back leg really strong. So we're actually opening up the flexors on the left side. And we're going to add the arms now by reaching back, legs are straight, inhaling, exhaling, sitting down low, shoulders away from the ears. Repeat, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhaling, sinking down. Breathing deep, rolling the shoulders away from the ears as you reach upwards. Feel that open heart of the warrior. Good, and then coming back up now, sweep the arms alongside the body, either hands on the sacrum as you come into a forward fold, or you can have your hands on your thigh or intertwined behind you. Tucking your chin in a little bit so you get a nice length through the whole spine. Press into both feet. Inhale, coming back up into a little back bend now. Good, and then coming straight up, hands to the hips. And heel toe your feet, maybe a little wider, widest shoulder width here. And take your arms out to the side. We're just going to swing our arms gently one side to the other, just releasing any residual tension. Good. And now, hands back to your hips. Have your feet hip width apart. And we'll come back into that chair pose, sitting down deep and low, pressing into the feet as you inhale up. Compress as you come back down. Inhaling up. And we're going to add the arms. Inhaling up, this time sweeping the arms alongside the body as you sit down low. Inhaling up, exhaling out to the side. Do a couple more, reaching up, exhaling down. One more inhale, exhale. Now as you inhale, reach all the way up, stay straight up with the legs and just take the arms out to the side, palms forward in mountain pose. Let's take a deep, deep inhale here. Through the nose, open your mouth, exhale with a sigh. Now, shift your weight into your right leg, send your left foot up, place the left big toe on the floor, and we're going to do a little balancing here. You can just balance on the toe, or you can raise the knee up, take the arms overhead, flap your wings like a stork, and we can pretend we're a family of storks flying over the city. And then coming back down, hands to the hips, shift your weight into your left leg, send the right big toe out, and you can practice balance here. In stork pose. You can reach up overhead too. Good. And then coming back down. Great. So we're going to conclude on our backs with your head in this direction, centering the body on the center of the mat. Take your knees, hug your knees to your chest. You can do a little rocking side to side, whatever feels good. And now take your arms straight out to the side. Drop your knees to your left, looking over your right shoulder. With your left hand, you can let it rest on your right thigh if you like. Just to get a little more of a twist here. We'll take a few deep breaths. One more deep breath. Hands are to your sides, raising the knees up, and then over to the right, looking over the left shoulder. You can take the right hand, just rest it on the thigh, just to get a little more of a twist as you're breathing long, deep breaths. Return the hand to the floor if it's not already there. Bring the knees back up. And you can have your hands on your knees. You can do little circles here. If you want to pause the video, you can pause here and do some bridges. You could do a headstand, shoulder stand, whatever feels good. And then we're going to come into our last pose, corpse pose, stretching the legs out. Arms are to the side, little space in the armpit. You can wiggle your hips, just resting. You can turn the head side to side. Let the legs just flop out. Close the eyes if it feels good. And we'll take some deep breaths here. Start with a deep, deep, deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale with a sigh. Feel the whole weight of the body just sinking into the earth. Remain in Shavasana. I'm going to come up to sitting. So you just want to feel that melting quality. Feet melting, ankles, knees, hips, whole spine melting, shoulders, arms and shoulders and upper back. Back of the head's heavy. You can close your eyes if it feels good and just feel your face just folding in towards the earth. Everything melting away. Just noticing the breath deep on the inside. And I will leave you here, wishing you well. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace to you and to your families and to everyone. And I bow to you. Namaste.